Good evening. I'm Kumasi Aaron from ABC 7 News, and tonight's top story, the Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation's Top Hat 2020 Gala. This year, because of the coronavirus pandemic, Top Hat is a virtual event for the first time ever. With health and safety our top priority, this evening's participants will be coming to you from separate locations. For example, I'm reporting to you from the KGO studio. Tonight is packed with so many cool things. We're going to hear from Kimberly Hartz, the CEO of the Washington Hospital Healthcare System. This year's Top Hat sponsors will give us their perspective. We'll take a look at a Fund a Need video featuring this year's recipients of your donations and your auction bids. We'll have a chance to participate in a live Fund a Need auction. And we'll be entertained by the James Logan High Show Choir and the Fremont Symphony String Quartet. And we will hear the comments of the president of the Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation. And yes, we are doing it all virtually. But first, let's go to Keith McLean at the auction site. He will explain how you can make donations and bids for the auction items right from the safety and comfort of your own home. Keith is one of the nation's preeminent fundraising auctioneers. Since 1995, he's raised tens of millions of dollars for hundreds of charitable organizations from Honolulu to New York City. We are so thrilled to have him with us this year.
Kumasi, so great to see you, my friend, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation Top Hat Virtual Gala and Auction. My name is Keith McLean with KLM Auctions, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be back here with you and so glad that all of you have decided to join us virtually this evening. As Kumasi mentioned, we have a fantastic program for you here tonight, and I want to be sure that everyone here has the opportunity to participate. So at this point, I'm going to ask everyone to please pull out your smartphone. Go ahead, don't wait, pull it out right now, and it's probably sitting there on your couch or something. Pull out your smartphone and open up a brand new internet browser window. Once you've done that, you'll be enjoying a two-screen experience. So again, get out your second device, your smartphone, to participate in the auction and the Fund a Need. And that second device can be your phone or a tablet or even pull up another window on your computer, but most likely for most of you, your smartphone is going to be the easiest choice. So once you have your smartphone, now if you're already registered as a bidder, you should have received a message with a link to the auction. Just click that link and it'll take you right to the bidding platform. If you haven't registered, you'll want to go to the address right here on your screen, tophat2020.ggo.bid. That's tophat2020.ggo.bid, and find the Start or Start Bidding button up in the top right-hand corner. Just click that button and it'll take you through the steps to create your bidder account. It is truly that simple. So now, at this point, it's my distinct pleasure to welcome to the Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation our Executive Director, Angus Cochran. Come on up here, Angus.
Well, thank you so much, Keith. It's fabulous to see you. You look splendid in your top hat, my friend. Thank you for helping us to raise funds for our COVID relief fund. Thank you. It's my great pleasure at the moment to introduce our many elected officials who have joined us this evening. I'd like to recognize the following for their support. California Assembly Member Bill Quirk, Alameda County Supervisor Scott Haggerty, Alameda County Supervisor Richard Valle, and from Fremont, Mayor Lily May, Councilmember Rick Jones, Councilmember Teresa Kang, Councilmember Raj Sawan, and Councilmember Yang Shao. And from Union City, Mayor Carol Dutra-Vanacci, Councilmember Pat Gakoskas, and from the Alameda County Water District, Director Aziz Akbari. Councilmember from Newark, Mike Hannon, and the Dublin Mayor, David Howard, could not be with us this evening, but both asked me to send their appreciation along to the healthcare workers at Washington Hospital. Thank you all for all of your support. And back to you now, Keith.
All right, thanks so much, Angus. So my friends, we're going to have a great time tonight. Sit back, grab a cocktail if you don't have one already. Grab your phone, get your phone in your hand, get all ready to donate and then bid. And at this point, it's my pleasure to hand it back to Kumasi.
Thanks, Keith. That is so helpful. And we will be showing the Top Hat helpline number throughout the entire evening in case you need help with the process. And now, Kimberly Hartz has a message for all of us. Kimberly has been an employee of Washington Hospital for 25 years and has served as CEO since 2019. Welcome, Kimberly.
Good evening. I am pleased to welcome you to the 34th Annual Top Hat Gala. This certainly isn't our typical gala, but then again, what has been typical about the year 2020? On behalf of everyone at Washington Hospital Healthcare System, I thank you for joining us in this virtual event and for supporting our mission to meet the healthcare needs of our community, especially during what I want to acknowledge as probably one of the most challenging years in our lifetimes. I'd like to begin by taking a moment to acknowledge the Washington Township Healthcare District Board of Directors. Please join me in welcoming Michael Wallace, President, Dr. William Nicholson, First Vice President, Jeannie Yee, Second Vice President, Dr. Jacob Epen, Treasurer, and Dr. Bernard Stewart, Secretary. This board has been instrumental in the continued growth and stability of our independent healthcare system. They have offered strong guidance and resiliency during these unprecedented times. I would also like to express my personal gratitude to the amazing group of co-chairs of this evening's event. From the front line of our hospital staff, medical oncology nurse manager Jimmy Chang, assistant chief nursing officer Brenda Brennan, and the medical director of our emergency department, Dr. Kadir M. Halimi. And our important community member co-chairs, commercial real estate lender Nikki Dutra Giannini, and relationship loan officer, private lending group of Fremont Bank, Renee Fernandez Lovely. Tonight, we may not be physically together, but we are united. We're united virtually, and more importantly, we're united by our commitment to provide our patients, our healthcare providers, and our community members the best care possible from our independent community hospital. During these months since the discovery of COVID-19, we have seen challenges, but time and again, our staff and our physicians have come together collaboratively to devise and execute solutions to these challenges. In my 25 years here at Washington Hospital, I've experienced difficulties that we have successfully faced, but I have never felt as proud of the work we have accomplished as I have in 2020. Tonight, we are tasked with continuing to keep our healthcare providers safe. By protecting the safety of those frontline providers, we are protecting the safety of all of our community members. We must care for them so that they can care for others. Tonight, we are gathered to raise funds to support these important actions. The COVID-19 Emergency Relief Fund provides the equipment to keep our frontline care providers safe. I am sure you will join me in acknowledging the importance of the care they provide and our commitment to keeping the frontline workers and everyone in our hospital safe. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your ongoing support of the foundation and this fund. You are making a difference in the fight against the pandemic of 2020. I have truly learned that not all superheroes wear capes. Some wear scrubs and uniforms. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly, for sharing your perspective and your insights. And now we are joined by our distinguished sponsors for a toast to the Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation and to the communities we serve. And we welcome all of you to raise a glass with us.
Good evening. I'm Mike Wallace, Chairman of the Board of Directors at Fremont Bank. On behalf of our board and all of the associates at Fremont Bank, I want to take this opportunity to express our sincere appreciation for all of the efforts of the frontline workers at Washington Hospital Healthcare System. We are happy to sponsor Top Hat's COVID Emergency Relief Fund. All of us throughout our community depend on all of the staff at Washington Hospital to safely get us through this horrible pandemic. In turn, we want to be darn sure that they and their families are safe and survive along with us. Here's a toast to the frontline workers at Washington Hospital and throughout our community.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Top Hat. We are Al and Marcia Bedella, along with our 10-year-old Tease and brand new family member, 8-week-old Hector. We extend our deepest gratitude to all of our community frontline workers and staff at Washington Hospital Healthcare System who are heroes. Without regard to their own well-being, they continue performing selfless acts ensuring the protection of the health and wellness of our community. For these reasons, we hope you will join us in showing your support for the Washington Hospital Healthcare System and the COVID-19 Emergency Relief Fund. Here is a toast to the frontline workers at Washington Hospital and in our community.
A big thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. Their support and the donations from all of you will help ensure that all the frontline healthcare workers stay out of harm's way by ensuring that they have all the personal protective equipment and other resources that they need to care for patients safely and compassionately. Now let's take a look at some of these frontline heroes in our battle against COVID-19.
The proceeds from this year's Fund in Need donations and auction will go directly towards supporting the efforts of Washington Hospital healthcare workers and community volunteers in the fight to stop the spread of coronavirus right here at home. Your donations to the Washington Hospital COVID-19 Emergency Relief Fund tonight will go towards purchasing much-needed supplies to ensure the best possible care for patients of COVID-19 and to help protect the safety and well-being of the brave men and women who serve as our frontline defense against the virus.
COVID-19 has affected staff tremendously, not only on what we do from a day-to-day basis, but our need to have proper PPE, isolate patients, isolate staff, and take care of them appropriately.
Part of the challenge has been how often those supplies change, and it's so important that we make sure that we have ample supplies so that we can assure the staff that they have what they need to be safe so that they can provide safe patient care.
Giving to the PPE fund, personal protection equipment, benefits all of the staff from top to bottom, as well as all of our patients, because that's the only way I think we're going to be able to get some sort of edge on this virus and protect ourselves and protect our community, because this is not over yet.
Well, I was diagnosed with COVID in March, and within 48 hours of admission, I became altered level of consciousness because I had a poor oxygen perfusion. There was a tremendous amount of attention that was provided for me as a patient, and I'm very appreciative for everything they've done. Now more than ever, we're going to need the donations from the community as well as the personal protective equipment. It will benefit greatly, not only to protect the patients, but also to protect the staff who ultimately will need to be there in order to care for the patients.
I want to ask everybody who's watching this to really dig deep and look into the need that the Washington Hospital has and the services that we provide. We couldn't do it with proper PPE, we couldn't do it without proper support. Please help us take care of our patients safely and take care of our community as we always do.
Thank you for your donations and your support. If you haven't yet donated, please give whatever you can.
We need your support now more than ever. Together, we can win this battle.
We are all in this together.
We're all in this together.
We are all in this together.
We're all in this together.
Well, that definitely helps us understand just how much is being done and how dire the situation could become. I hope this has given us all a better understanding of why the Washington Hospital COVID-19 Emergency Relief Fund needs your support more than ever. Please give generously, and you don't want to miss the chance to bid on some very special items, including a Grand Lux 3-bedroom suite at the Vedanta Nuevo Vallarta for up to 8 adults, a Napa Valley getaway for 2 at the Vino Bello Meritage Resort, or an elegant dinner for 4 at your home, catered by Top Hat chefs at McCall's Catering and Events. So this would be a really good time to make sure that you are logged on to the Greater Giving website or the Greater Giving app on your cell phone. If you've pre-registered on the Greater Giving app using your cell phone number, you should have already received a confirmation text message. All set? Okay. The moment we have all been waiting for is here. Let's go live to Keith McLean with tonight's Fund in Need auction. Hey, Keith.
Thanks so much, Kamasi. So my friends, this is why we're truly here tonight. You know, thinking about this, I can't imagine that most of us who aren't in the healthcare world would understand what our doctors and our nurses and our other healthcare professionals are going through here at a hospital like Washington Hospital in the middle of an international pandemic. So this is where you can help, and this is where you can come in, my friends. Every dollar raised tonight goes directly to the Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation COVID-19 Emergency Relief Fund. And this is where you can come in. I'm going to start by asking for generous donations in the amount of $25,000 down to $10,000, $5,000, $2,500, $1,000, $500, $250, and all the way to $100 with the hope, the goal, being that one of those amounts, one of those investments in our COVID relief effort here today is going to work for every person or every couple who's watching here tonight. So on that note, I want to see, one more really important thing before I get to that. What we're going to do is all bids over $250. That is every single bid that comes in, any amount over $250 is going to go, we'll place you on the wall of heroes displayed right here at the hospital. So if you're considering making a donation, again, anything above $250 will land you on our wall of heroes tonight. So on that moment, I'd like to see if there's anyone who's really feeling it, really wants to kick us off and get us started in an amazing fashion at the $25,000 level. Do we have any $25,000 donors here tonight? My friends, fair amount of money, I agree, but if $25,000 works for you, boy, we'd sure appreciate it here. So if you can come in at $25,000, look at that. We've already raised over $14,000 right there. Look at all the bids coming in. Judith right there. Lynette, thank you so much. Folks, if $25,000 is a good level for you, just punch the $25,000 button. Again, it's really simple. On your Greater Giving software, all you need to do on your phone here is just hit the Donate Now button. Just hit the Donate Now button at the top, or if you're on your phone, the Donate button, and then they'll show the different amounts there. If $25,000 is a good amount, go ahead and hit that number. Maybe $10,000 is a good number for you, my friends. If $10,000 is a good number, look at that right there. $10,000, Mike Wallace and Fremont Bank. Mike Wallace and Fremont Bank have been such great sponsors for so long. Thank you all so much for your generous donation here. That's $10,000 right there. Who wants to match them? Anybody want to match that at another $10,000? My friends, this is why we're here. The most important part of our evening here. If $10,000 is a good number for you, jump on in. The water's warm. If $10,000 is something that you can do, folks, we'd sure appreciate it. And I'm telling you, the healthcare workers would sure appreciate it here at Washington Hospital. You know, this money is going to go to pay for PPE, engineering solutions, medications, testing platforms. There's so many reasons why your generous donations here are going to help out, and really this is on the front lines of helping the COVID-19 effort here, and that's what you're doing for us here tonight, my friends. If $10,000 is a good level, jump on in at $10,000. Maybe $5,000 is a good level for you, my friends. We always get a number of donations here at the $5,000 level. If that's a good level, feel free to jump on in, make your intentions heard here tonight with your $5,000 donation. Again, it couldn't be easier. Just pull out your smartphone, get your bids, and look at that. We're already north of $17,000, almost at $18,000. Well on our way to our first sub goal of $25,000. I know we can get there. Look at that. We've got Prasad right there bidding. Fremont Bank, of course. Folks, the bids are coming in. If $25,000 is a good level, $10,000, $5,000, maybe $2,500 is a good level for you. My friends, if $2,500 is a good level, jump on in. Now's a great time to come in at the $2,500 level. You know, there's so many admissions coming in from nursing homes, my friend. You know, I was talking to Angus a little earlier. He said, you know, that's probably where the majority of the admissions are coming in, and that's how you can help us tonight, folks. By your generous donation, $2,500 would be a lovely amount. If you can do that, jump right on in. Jimmy's making a donation right there. Helen making a donation. Thank you so much. Folks, if $2,500 is a good level, jump right on in. Maybe $1,000 is a good level for you, my friends. If $1,000 is a good level, look at that. Former CEO Nancy Farber and Peter Zachrany Zachreni right there. Sorry, I should know that. Peter Zachreni and Nancy right there jumping on in with $1,000. Thank you both so much for that. That's great. Judith jumping in right there. Lynette again. Folks, again, whatever amount, it's not as much how much you donate, but the fact that we have participation tonight and everybody figures what they can do and donate something. I want everybody to dig deep here and think about what you can do. Again, $1,000 is one of my favorite levels because it's so accessible to so many folks, and yet it's so meaningful. You know, individually, there's only so much that each one of us can do, but when we come together as a community, just like we're doing here at the Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation, it is truly amazing what we can get done. Look at that. Christy jumping right there. David jumping in with your generous donation. Jimmy, again, thank you so much, my friends. Whatever amount works for you. If 1,000 is a good amount, jump on in at 1,000. Maybe 500 is a good amount. Again, we always get a lot of bids at the $500 level. I've found that's very affordable for a lot of folks here. And remember, any amount north of 250, you're going to be entered, you're going to be recognized on our wall of heroes displayed right here at the hospital. So give that some consideration when you're thinking of what amount you want to donate. You know, my friends, shortages of PPE have been such a thing across the country, and unfortunately we're not immune to that here. You know, shortages of testing reagents. There's so many ways that we can use your money in spectacular ways, in really, really necessary ways to help our COVID patients. You know, the good news is, you know, treatments are getting better. A lot of this stuff that was unknown at the beginning is getting figured out. The challenge we're having here is, I think all of us, while the numbers have been getting better lately, I fear that all of us are worried, and a lot of health experts are warning that we might have another uptick, another COVID-19 uptick come the fall. We got to be prepared, my friends, and that's where you come in. That's where you can help us tonight. Again, if $500 is a good level, Chip coming in at $500 right there. Judith at $500, thank you so much. We've got bids coming in. Lynette making a bid there. Folks, again, this is why we're here tonight. If $500 is a good level, again, those add up really, really quickly. Looks like Kimberly Hartz and Steve Foster have come in at $5,000 right there. Thank you both for that. Greatly appreciated, folks. Never too late to hit any number you see there, or enter your own number. You'll notice on the software you can hit one of our pre-selected denomination levels, or you can jump in with your own bid. Again, if $250 is the right level, jump on in, my friends. The water is warm here. We're swimming in it here tonight, and the water is warm. $250 would be a great level if you can do that. Looks like Evangeline's just come in with her bid. Thank you so much. Brenda right there with her bid. $500 from Brenda. Thank you so much. Again, my friends, this is why we're here. This is how we can make just an enormous amount of difference. You know, every major religion makes some kind of comment or some kind of notion of some kind of notion about how the most generous way to give is to people who you'll never meet and who will never meet you. And that's exactly what you're doing here tonight, my friends. Looks like Chris Henry came in at $500. Bill Harrison at $250. Folks, this is why we're here. Again, whatever amount works for you. Maybe $100 is good for you, my friends. If $100 is a good level for you, don't wait. Hit the $100 button right now. Again, my friends, this is why we're here. You might have a $100 bill. You might have a Benjamin stuck between the cushions of your couch here. Don't leave it there. Pull it out, wave it in the air, and say, I'm going to give this to Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation. Again, my folks, my friends, everything we raise tonight goes towards our COVID-19 Emergency Relief Fund. That's where you're helping. I know you've been thinking, hey, I want to help the COVID Relief Fund. What can I do? This is what you can do, my friends, right here, right now, tonight. So we're just going to let this roll for about another minute or so. Be sure and get your final bids in. Again, whatever the amount is, my friends, the goal is participation. Looks like that. Wow, we're already at pushing $30,000. We're at about 27, almost 28,000. I know we can get to our first sub goal, our next sub goal, I should say, of $30,000. Folks, that would be a great number to hit this evening, and I know we can get there. Let's keep those $100 rolling in. If you haven't done it yet, again, I'm not an accountant, but this is totally tax deductible. If you haven't done it yet, pledge. Hit your one of the donation amounts on your software there on your smartphone. Make your donation here tonight. We can all make this happen together. That's what I'm talking about. So look at that. Looks like Audrey Kearns came in at $1,000 and Brenda Brennan at $500. Folks, we're moving the needle. Look at that. Less than $1,000 away from our next sub goal of $30,000. Look, we're at 29.5. I know we can get to our evening fun and need goal of $30,000. I know we can get there. It's going to take your help. Just 2 more people at $250 or 5 more people at $100 will get us there, my friends. Again, remember, we all have a big concern of what the fall is going to look like. Let's be prepared. Let's help Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation get the hospital prepared for that. Looks like we're at $29,700. I need 3 more bids at $100, folks, and then we'll move on. We've got to get, there we go. We've got 2 more. We're at $29,800. I know $29,900 right there. Let's get 1 more bid, and let's get up to the $30,000 level. That's our fund and need goal tonight, my friends. I know we can get there. We have an even bigger big picture goal, but for the fund and need portion, there you go. Looks like Dr. Sandeep Kanwar came in at $1,000, thank you, and Dr. Kilaru came in at $2,500 right there. Thank you both so much. Let's just get another 100 right here, and then we'll move on. We've got $29,900 right there. Let's keep the bidding going, folks. Let's just get 1 or 2 more hundreds in there, and we'll get the number. Fantastic. Looks like we hit the number. Congratulations. I might have a little delay, but you'll see that in just a second. So my friends, thank you so much for your extreme generosity. That's going to wrap up our fund and need for now, but keep in mind, my friends, we are going to keep the fund and need open until Tuesday night, this coming Tuesday, October 13th. We're going to keep the fund and need open until midnight on Tuesday. So here's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to email out this presentation, this show tomorrow. Go ahead and email it to all your friends, your family, your parents, anybody you think that cares about having a strong hospital and a strong hospital system right in their area here today, in their area right down here in Fremont. So, folks, that's why we're here tonight. Make sure you keep the bidding coming in. But at this point, we're going to move on to our live auction. We have an exciting 4-lot live auction. So hang with us. It's going to go pretty quick, so don't delay. And at this point, let's roll the video and see what our first live auction lot's going to be.
A week stay in Incline Village, Lake Tahoe. Get back to fresh air, adventure, and open space with a stay in a beautiful 5-bedroom, 6-bath Lakeview house in Incline Village. The house sleeps 12. Availability subject to owner's use. Some blackout dates apply. Expires October 31st, 2021. Valued at $16,000. Generously donated by Dr. Sandeep and Purvi Kunwar.
That's absolutely right, my friends. Folks, how many of you want to go to Lake Tahoe? You've been sitting at home alone or with your family, but basically stuck in your house. I'm sure even if it's a nice house, you can't wait to get out of it. Tahoe's the place, my friends. An easy drive, simple 3-hour drive up there. There's hardly any traffic on the roads these days. We're talking 5 bedrooms, 6 baths, 7 glorious nights, sleeps 12 people, world-renowned Lake Tahoe. Let's get the bidding started. Again, I like starting low and seeing where we go. Somebody kicked me off. $5,000. Do we have a $5,000 bid here tonight? If you want to jump in, $5,000 will get you there. Again, my friends, this rents for $2,300 a night, my friend, and you have a whole week there. Again, if you were to Airbnb this property, it'd be $2,300 a night. But I like starting low and getting high. Wait, Angus, that sounded kind of funny. I like starting the bidding low, seeing where we go. Somebody kicked me off at $5,000. Again, folks, it's a beautiful place. This place is huge, by the way. 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, sleeps 12 people comfortably. That's what we're talking about here tonight, my friends. It's beautiful. It's got gorgeous views. Again, it's a fantastic place. You're going to have a great time. Look at that. And by the way, thank you so much. Yeah, the donor, by the way, and this is important, is Dr. Sandeep and Purvi Kunwar. So Doctors Sandeep and Purvi Kunwar, and that's why we're here, my friends. So, if calling on all the medical professionals here, if you want to bid, anybody who's not a medical professional but just wants to watch, jump in, make your bid. Now's the time. Again, my friends, this is why we're here. Again, we're raising some money. You know you're going up to Lake Tahoe anyway. Why wait? Buy it here right now tonight, my friends. This is why we're here. Tell you what we're going to do. Let's let this one stew a little bit and stuff here. We're going to let this one stew. I think we're going to keep this one open until Tuesday at midnight as well. So we're gonna roll that over. You can come back to the software, take a look at that. Let's move on to the next lot, and we'll keep this one open. Thank you. All right, come back to the next lot here. Let's roll the next video. What do we got next?
7-night stay at the Grand Lux at Vidanda Nueva Vallarta, Mexico. Enjoy a luxurious 7-night stay in a 3-bedroom spa suite. Spend a week relaxing in this beautiful living space featuring 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms with jacuzzi tubs, a terrace with a personal plunge pool, private deck, gourmet kitchen, and 2 living areas with sleeper sofas. This secluded and secure family-friendly property hosts restaurants and amenities on site. Maximum occupancy is 8 adults and 2 children under 12 years of age. Weekstay begins on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Blackout dates are March 26, 2021 through April 10, 2021. Expires October 10, 2021. Valued at $25,900. Generously donated by Al and Maria Hueso.
My friends, have you seen those pictures right there? My friends, this is the Grand Lux. This is the crown jewel in the Vedanta inventory. Vedanta is an enormous property owner, one of the largest property owners, hotels, timeshares, condominiums, houses down in Mexico, and this is their crown jewel. If you have not seen it, it is truly spectacular. Again, this place is amazing. 3-bedroom spa suite, sleeps 8 to 10 people. Again, I like starting low and seeing where we go. Somebody kicked me off. $8,000, my friends. This is a $25,000 value. That's what it would go for, about $3,500 per night down there. But I like starting low and see what happens. It started out at $8,000. Do we have any $8,000 bids here tonight, my friends? If you can come in at $8,000, jump on in. Looks like that Michael has jumped in at $8,000. Fantastic. Let's go to $8,500. I got Michael at $8,000. Let's go to $8,500. Only have one of these, my friends. Second place isn't good enough. I'm at $8,000. It's got to be $8,500. Anybody else want back in? $8,500 will take you there. I'm at $8,000. It's got to be $8,500. A spa suite, my friends. That means it has a spa inside the unit. That's what we're talking about. You saw those views. It's spectacular. How lovely would it be to get down to Mexico, folks? It's starting to get a little chilly here in Northern California. It's going to be really chilly really soon. You can escape that by getting down to Mexico. I'm at $8,000 with Michael. And as Michael's got a huge smile on his face, I can see that smile, Michael, because you think you might be taking it for about a third of value, which is $8,000. Who knows? Maybe you will. We're just going to give it about another minute or so. I'm at $8,000. Got to be $8,500. And my friends, don't wait till the last minute. It's really, really important you don't wait till the last minute because there might be a little delay from when I'm saying something to when you're seeing it, so you don't want to lose your bid in that delay. The other thing I can mention is when you bid, you can hit the max bid feature. What that will do is advance your bid, but only if somebody bids against you. So let's say your top bid was $10,000, for example. You could enter a max bid of $10,000 so that if somebody else bids, the system will automatically jump your bid up, not to the $10,000, but just one small bid amount. So that's how we're working here tonight. I'm at $8,000. It's got to be $8,500 if anybody else is interested. Let's go. Selling in 5. We're going to close it, my friends. Don't miss out. Don't think about this tomorrow and cry. It could be yours. I'm at $8,000. It's got to be $8,500. Going one time at $8,000. It's got to be $8,500. Twice at $8,000. It's got to be $8,500. Anybody else last call? I'm going to say sold it right there, $8,000. Congratulations. All right. Thank you, my friends. Congratulations. You're going to have a great time there. All right. Let's roll the next video.
3-night, midweek, or 2-night weekend getaway at Vino Bella Meritage Resort, Napa. Treat yourself to a visit to wine country with a 3-night, midweek, or 2-night weekend stay at the luxurious Vino Bella Meritage Resort. Located at the southern end of Napa Valley, the Vino Bella Meritage Resort is your getaway to the perfect wine country retreat. Relax in a 1-bedroom suite that can accommodate up to 4 adults and is appointed with a full kitchen, living room, and whirlpool bath. The Vino Bella Meritage Resort and Spa blends relaxed elegance with warm hospitality to bring you the ultimate Napa Valley resort experience. Valued at $1,100. Generously donated by Lynette and Les Young.
The beautiful Bello Meritage Resort in Napa, my friends. This is a 1-bedroom sleeps 4 people. Beautiful Napa Valley. Oh, to have a staycation up in Napa Valley would be just so fantastic. Let's get the bidding started again. I like starting low and see where we go. Look at that. We started at $500 with Jeannie, then $600 with Mary, $700 with Theodore, $800 with Adelita, $900 with Puya, $1,000 with Adelita again, $1,100 with Puya. But Adelita, if you want back in, it's got to be, I'm at $1,100. It's got to be $1,200. And Adelita is back in at $1,200. Let's go to 13's unlucky. Someone hit the bid more button. Let's go to 14. What do you think? No, we'll take 13 or 1,400. Again, I'm at $1,200 right now. It's got to be 13. Anybody else wants to jump in? Looks like Adelita's in the lead at $1,200. It's got to be 13. What do you think, Puya or Theodore or Mary or Jeannie? Anybody want to jump in at $1,300 will get you there. I'm at $1,200 right now. It's got to be $1,300. $1,300 puts you back on top. Let's keep this rolling. I got $1,200. It's got to be $1,300. Going one time at $1,200. Adelita's got a big smile on her face. She thinks she might be the winner, and she might be at just $1,200. Folks, you can steal this at $1,300. Don't be sitting there tomorrow eating your Hungry Man lasagna, drinking that pink stuff out of the box that you know you have in your fridge, and wishing that you were here in Napa having the time of your life, drinking spectacular wine. It could be yours, my friends, but it's got to be a $1,300 bid. Going one time at $1,200. It's got to be $1,300. Twice at $1,200. It's got to be $1,300. Anybody else? Last call. I'm going to say sold it right there. We have a winner. Congratulations, folks. You'll see it on your phone if they're the winner. I believe it's Adelita, but we'll know in just a second. So congratulations to our winner right there. You're going to have a spectacular time in Napa. Let's go on to our last live auction item, and this is an exciting one.
Dinner for 4, delivered by McCall's Catering. Bon appetit. Let the chefs of Top Hat indulge you with a gourmet meal for 4 delivered directly to your home. McCall's uses only the best seasonal, locally grown ingredients in their gastronomic creations for your dinner table. Weekday dinners bring all the care of chef-crafted meals to your kitchen, along with easy-to-follow warming instructions. Take a night off and enjoy a meal prepared especially for you and your family. Additional guests may be added on a per-person basis. Order any weeknight through January 31st, 2021. Hungry for more? Check out sample menus from McCall's at mccallsmarket.com/weekday-dinners. Buy it now. Unlimited bids. $500. Generously donated by the chefs of Top Hat, McCall's Catering and Events.
My friends, it's McCall's Catering. They have been such great friends of Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation. As you recall, if you've been at our in-person events, they've provided the catering for the last number of years. They do such a good job, do all the fancy events here in the Bay Area and stuff, so you are going to have a great time. What this lot is, if you go to it and if you find it in your smartphone, this is what we call a buy it now lot. So for just $500, you can buy it now. We've got quite a few of these. You can buy it now, and for just $500, it is dinner for 4 people delivered. You don't have to even pick it up. It's delivered to you by McCall's Catering. And folks, what else this does, a small portion of this is going to McCall's, so this will help their organization through a really tough time as well. Again, they've been such great friends of Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation. So if you want one of these, hit the buy it now button right now. We don't have an unlimited number, but we have a few. So again, if $500 is a great way for you to make a donation and you want a dinner for 4 from Bay Area famous McCall's Catering, now's the time, folks. So make that donation, hit the buy it now button. And at that point, my friends, I believe that is going to wrap up our Fun and Need and our live auction lots. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. We have made a fortune here tonight for Top Hat, for Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation, and most importantly, for all of our COVID patients who have, are struggling through this. But they're blessed enough to be having the help that only Washington Hospital can provide for them. So thank you so much on that. Just a couple procedural things real quickly. If you've won something in our live auction, again, congratulations. The Washington Hospital staff will follow up with you next week to take care of your fulfillment, to make sure that you actually get your item. And then keep in mind our Fund and Need and perhaps that first lot too, you want to check back, the Lake Tahoe lot, are going to be closing on Tuesday the 13th. That's this Tuesday at midnight. So make your go in, forward this along, and be sure to get your final Fund and Need donations if you can. And then, by the way, McCall's, we're going to keep that open until Tuesday as well. So again, that's real simple. You just click on that link and you can buy it now for $500 for the McCall's trip as well. So I think that lines it up, my friends. Thanks again. My name is Keith McLean, KLM Auctions. We'll see you again next year. Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation, thanks for joining us. But don't go anywhere. We've still got some very, very fantastic program for you. So thanks again. We'll see you soon. So my friends, one of our final pieces of business tonight is we have a couple winners to announce. Let's pull them out of the jacket pocket here. Our first winner, who is the winner of lunch with CEO Kimberly Hartz, that is going to be, drumroll please, that is Sharon Gallagher. Congratulations, Sharon. You are a winner of the wonderful lunch right there. And our next winner is going to be reserved parking space for Washington Hospital Healthcare System employee, and that winner is James Farr. Congratulations, James. You're our second winner tonight. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Keith, for that auction. You always inspire us so much to give with your energy, and I love it. Now it is time for this evening's entertainment. From James Logan High School in Union City, here's the James Logan Show Choir, led by vocal music director Aaron McShane.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come and I am filled with wonder, sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Thank you so much to the James Logan Show Choir for that wonderful performance. Now we're going to take you out to Fremont and a final message from John Dutra, CEO of Dutra Enterprises, and for the last year and a half, president of the Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation.
Good evening. My name is John Dutra, and I'm the current president of the Washington Hospital Healthcare Foundation. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for attending tonight's unprecedented virtual Top Hat event. I also want to thank each and every employee at Washington Hospital for fearlessly being our frontline during this pandemic. Tonight, we have the ability to thank and support them all, as proceeds raised this evening will go to the Washington Hospital COVID-19 Relief Fund. Please join me in thanking the following sponsors for their generous support. Our benefactor sponsors are Albert and Marcia Badella, Dale Hardware Incorporated, celebrating 65 years, Fremont Bank. Patron sponsors are the Masonic Homes of California, Sachiko Ledgewood, and Vituity Anesthesia Partners. And please, let's also take a moment to recognize our champion, ambassador, and virtual table sponsors, whose names are scrolling on your screen right now. On behalf of the entire board of the trustees of the foundation, I want to thank you for joining us this evening and for contributing so generously to support our healthcare workers at Washington Hospital. I'd like to close by expressing my sincere appreciation and gratitude to Shoba Matagauda and Shannon Antopenko, the foundation staff members who have contributed so much to this evening's virtual Top Hat Ball. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you, John. And with that, we've come to the end of Top Hat 2020. On behalf of Washington Hospital doctors and staff and community members, I want to thank everyone for their support tonight. And don't worry, if you haven't yet had a chance, you can still donate to Fund a Need through the Greater Giving website or the mobile app until 11:59 on October 13th. We are all in this fight against the spread of COVID-19 together. This is Kumasi Aaron from ABC 7 Mornings. Thank you so much for your generosity, and we want to leave you with an added treat, a performance by the Fremont Symphony String Quartet. Good night and have a wonderful evening.
you.